The universe removes everything that's not aligned with you. There comes a moment when everything you once loved begins to fade. The people, the places, the plans you thought would last forever. You wake up one day, and the life that once felt safe now feels like a cage. It doesn't make sense. You try to hold on to what's slipping away, but the tighter you grip, the faster it disappears. What if I told you that this isn't destruction? That this is divine alignment? The universe doesn't take away what you need. It takes away what keeps you small. It removes what's no longer in resonance with the frequency of who you are becoming. When your vibration rises, the things that matched your old self can no longer exist in your field. They begin to fall apart. Not because you're cursed, but because you're growing. Growth always feels like loss when you still identify with what's leaving. Every spiritual awakening begins with a collapse. A collapse of identity, of certainty, of control. The universe loves you too much to let you live a lie, so it starts to remove what's false. At first, it feels like punishment. Your heart breaks, your plans fall through, your dreams crumble. But look closer. What's really being taken away are the illusions you built out of fear. Fear of being alone. Fear of being rejected. Fear of being unseen. And one by one, those false supports begin to fall. Not to destroy you, but to force you back into alignment with your truth. The collapse isn't random. It's sacred. It's a cosmic surgery. The removal of everything that no longer vibrates with your soul's frequency. And sometimes, that means people you love. Sometimes, that means dreams you've had for years. Sometimes, it even means losing yourself, the version you thought you were supposed to be. You see, alignment isn't comfortable. It's a process of remembering, and remembering requires unlearning everything that's not real. So if you're watching your life fall apart, breathe. You are not being punished. You are being purified. When something is no longer meant for you, it begins to resist you. Conversations feel heavy. Plans don't work out. Energy feels dense. It's not rejection. It is a redirection. The universe speaks in energy, not in words. And when you ignore the whispers, it begins to speak louder. It removes people. It closes doors. It sends storms until you finally stop resisting and start listening. Every ending you face is an answer to a prayer you once made. Maybe you asked for peace. Maybe you asked for truth. Maybe you asked to find your purpose. And now, the universe is answering. But to give you what you asked for, it must take away everything that was built on illusion. You will try to save what's breaking. You will try to rebuild the old. You will fight to make it make sense. And every time you do, you'll feel more lost, more tired, more empty, until one day you'll stop fighting. And in that stillness, you'll understand. You'll see that what's gone was never truly yours. It was bore away the reflection of who you used to be, and when that version of you expired, so did everything that resonated with it. That's not failure. That's even. The collapse is the universe's mercy in disguise. It is life's way of saying, you've outgrown this version of yourself. And the moment you stop clinging, the new path appears. Not immediately, not clearly, but softly, like the dawn after a long night. The collapse isn't the end of your story. It's the clearing before the rewriting begins. Have you ever felt like your life is repeating itself? Different people, different places, but the same pain, the same patterns, the same endings. It's as if some invisible force keeps pulling you back into the same loop, a hidden code written deep inside your consciousness. What if I told you that this is not random, that every event, every heartbreak, every loss is part of a higher algorithm your soul wrote long before you were born? This is the language of the universe, the code of creation itself. And today, you'll learn how to read it and how to change it. Science tells us that the universe is made of energy, vibration, and frequency. But ancient wisdom, from the Hermetic texts to quantum physics, tells us something deeper, that your consciousness is the operating system behind that energy. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel, programs your field. Your field is your frequency, and your frequency is what the universe mirrors back to you as your reality. When you think, I'm not enough, the field around you adjusts to that vibration. It sends out a signal that attracts experiences to confirm that belief. It's not punishment, it's physics. You are not a victim of your life. You are its coder. But here's the paradox. Most people are running on subconscious scripts written by pain, by trauma, by memories they've long forgotten but still live through every day. This is the matrix within, not made of machines or metal, but of emotion, thought, and energetic memory. You carry the memory of your ancestors, their fears, their dreams, their unfinished lessons echo in your DNA. Epigenetics shows that trauma can be passed down through generations, not metaphorically, but biologically. So when you wonder why you attract certain people, or why you sabotage your own success, it may not even be you who's doing it. It's the echo of a soul pattern that started long before you were born. But the good news is this: what is programmed can be reprogrammed, and that's where consciousness comes in. Every time you become aware of a pattern, every time you pause and observe instead of react, rewriting your neural circuits and shifting the frequency of your energy field. Awareness is the quantum key. It's the moment your soul says, I remember who I am. Emotion is energy in motion. It's the language your soul uses to speak to the universe. When you suppress emotion, you distort the signal. You jam your own transmission. But when you feel it, when you really allow it, you're reletting the energy complete its circuit. Grief becomes gratitude. Fear becomes wisdom. Pain becomes power. Every emotion is a message, not to be silenced, but to be decoded. So the next time your heart breaks, don't ask, why is this happening to me? Ask, what is this trying to awaken within me? Because nothing is random. Every experience carries data for your because nothing is random. Every experience carries data for your evolution. The universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you are. If you say, I want love, but deep down you feel unworthy, the signal you're sending is not love. It's lack. And the universe mirrors lack back to you. Obera nober. That's why affirmations don't work unless they come from alignment. You can't fake frequency. You can't lie to your field. The only way to attract what you desire is to become Italiano. So don't chase love. Become love. Don't chase peace. Radiate peace. Don't chase abundance. Tune into it. Your vibration is your prayer, and your emotion is your transmitter. Quantum physics reveals something mystical. Particles change their behavior when they're being observed. In other words, consciousness creates reality. The same law applies to your life. When you start observing your thoughts, you collapse the wave of chaos into the particle of choice. That's how you move from fate to destiny, from reaction to creation, from unconscious repetition to conscious manifestation. Every time you witness your own patterns with love instead of judgment, you're bending reality itself. You're shifting timelines. Because awareness is not passive. It's the creative force of the cosmos looking through your eyes. Now that you understand the mechanics, let's go deeper. Let's talk about how to reprogram your soul field. 1. Silence the noise. Find a quiet space. Disconnect from external frequencies, social media, news, other people's energy. Because clarity requires silence. To activate the observer, notice your thoughts without judging them. Simply say, I see you. This simple act detaches your identity from the program. 3. Feel to heal. When an emotion rises, don't suppress it. Sit with it. Feel it fully. Let it pass through you like electricity, completing its circuit. 4. Rewrite the script. Speak to your subconscious in the language it understands. Repetition, imagery, and emotion. Visualize the new version of you as if it already exists. Feel it. Live it in your mind until your nervous system believes it's real. 5. Transmit gratitude. Gratitude is the frequency of abundance. When you give thanks before receiving, you align with a version of you who already has it. 6. Anchor. The frequency. Breathe deeply. Place your hand over your heart. Whisper, I am the source. I am the code. I am the creator. And mean it. There comes a moment in every soulless journey when the old self must die for the new self to emerge. That's not metaphor, it's alchemy. The breakdown is the beginning of the breakthrough. The darkness is the womb of transformation. So if your life feels like it's falling apart, remember, it's not ending, it's recalibrating. The universe is reorganizing your field to match your higher vibration. Everything that leaves your life now is simply no longer a frequency match. Let it go. Let it die. Let it rebirth, because only an empty vessel can be filled with light. You are not here to survive. You are here to remember. You are the frequency, the transmitter, the receiver, the source. The universe, ISN, Te outside you, it's inside every atom of your being, waiting for you to wake up and realize you've always had the code. The code to create worlds, the code to rewrite fate, the code to reprogram your soul. And once you remember that your reality will never be the same again,